mentoring with SCORE. Always remember, you can go to score.org and request a free mentor. So today we're going to look at how to develop an online course. This is a comprehensive guide to developing an online course for your business and your profession, sharing the knowledge that you have and creating income at the same time. We're going to give you some basic pointers that will get you started, and we can provide you with a mentor to learn how to implement these, how to make the most of these suggestions, and how to do the things that are necessary to create your course. It can be an enjoyable and a profitable venture for you to develop an online course. So let's go through it and let's see what we have. This is a comprehensive guide to developing an effective online course, essential steps for creating engaging digital learning experiences. And that is where we are right now in this time and in this space. The first thing you need to do is really understand what your course objectives and audience are, and then design course structure and content. Next thing is to create interactive and engaging learning experiences. So it's not just a talking face and a lecture. And then choose your technology and delivery platforms, and then test, launch, and improve your course. So let's start with defining course objectives and your audience. You have to understand your demographics. You need to know who you're reaching, who your client segments are, like we talk about in any kind of business plan development. The age, the gender, the cultural background, who are you tailoring this course to? And then assess prior knowledge. What do your learners already know? What are their existing skills? You want to design your course to supplement and to add to what they already have. And then consider their learning preferences. Do they prefer visual, auditory, kinesthetic learning experiences? But think about who you are reaching and how they best learn. Then the next thing is to establish clear learning outcomes. Now, a specific learning outcome means that you clearly state what a learner will know after the course. And you have to be able to measure it. So you have measurable outcomes. How will you know if you've achieved the first thing? You want to keep it achievable, but you also want it to be relevant, and they must be realistic. They must be outcomes that will add value to that person's business, profession, lifestyle, whatever it is they're trying to add to their knowledge of. And then time-bound targets. That is, you're going to have deadlines or time frames to ensure timely completion of your learning objectives. Okay, next thing. Align your course objectives with your audience needs. In order to do this, you must understand their motivations. Why are they doing this course with you? What is it that has brought them to you? What are their personal objectives that align with their interests and their goals? Then you need to really try to understand beyond their motivations, their needs. What do they need to advance their own skill level? And then enhance engagement and effectiveness by creating activities, creating experiences that will lead to better outcomes. Okay, next thing in this little mini webinar is design your course structure and content. And so you want to organize modules and lessons logically. It's a progressive kind of knowledge building. You're organizing your content so that each lesson builds on prior knowledge to enhance understanding progressively. And you want to arrange it systematically, logically. It needs to be a seamless and coherent learning experience for your students. And then always remember their motivations. Keep them motivated by structuring materials that encourage continuous engagement and confidence. And I would also say interest. Then you need to select engaging formats and activities. So you want to incorporate video wherever possible. Video has a tendency to take complex topics and make them easier to understand. And then readings. You want to give them something to read, something to take away, especially for the people who prefer reading. And then interactive tasks will help to promote critical thinking and engagement along with active learning. Now, we've already touched to it, but want to say it again and want to say it more deeply. Incorporating multimedia for diverse learning styles. Some people learn visually, and for them, images, videos, charts help them to absorb information. Some people are auditory learners, and they respond to spoken explanations, music, discussions. Then there are kinesthetic learners who need hands-on activities. They need movement. And we are learning how to do these things online in webinars and in online conferences. At first, we felt like we were a little crippled in that way, but now we're learning that this is possible even in an online environment. How do you do this? How do you create interactive and engaging learning experiences, even though you're in a webinar setting? And by the way, I'm not doing that today. You're going to be able to just replay this without any kind of engagement to me, and yet I hope you will engage. Quizzes help reinforce concepts. Testing, identifying levels of improvement. You want to encourage reflection. Interactive discussions promote deeper reflection and understanding of key topics. I'm using Zoom right now, and I know that Zoom has been improving as well as the other platforms, the Google Meet and Teams. They keep adding features that promote this kind of engaging and encouraging reflection and discussion. And you want to foster a learning community. You can do this by incorporating social media into your process and other kinds of technology that promote more of the high touch. Early on in the online world, we said you want to have high tech and high touch, finding that perfect arrangement. Discussions build that supportive community and collaboration. Breakout groups, for instance. Okay, you want to utilize gamification, if you will, and cooperative projects. What is that? Well, you use game mechanics that can increase learner motivation by making education engaging and fun. Now, that's a subject for an entire webinar and more. Collaborative learning is where you utilize group projects to promote collaboration, and you deepen the understanding through shared knowledge and teamwork. You want to ensure accessibility and inclusivity. That is, you have an accessible course design that will give assistive technologies to support all learners, and you want to keep it inclusive. You want to foster a welcoming space that respects learners' diverse backgrounds and diverse abilities. Choose the technology and delivery platforms that you're going to utilize. Uh, but you want to evaluate different course hosting programs. You just kind of want to go through the spectrum. What features do they have? You want to evaluate their tools and functionalities, find out which ones meet your needs. Are they scalable as you grow? Are they cost efficient for your budget? And are they easy for you to use, at least possible for you to use with your knowledge and your abilities? Integrating tools for communication and assessment, that is, you have real-time interaction. You utilize tools that enable immediate communication between learners and instructors to boost engagement. If you're on just even a basic platform, you make sure that you're keeping an eye, or you have someone there to keep an eye on the chat function. But this goes on, and this becomes more sophisticated and complicated as you go on. Feedback mechanisms incorporate systems that provide instant feedback to encourage continuous learning and improvement. And you just sort of build this into your style of teaching and become aware of whether you're doing it or not. And then you want to integrate the assessment tools seamlessly, and especially the ones that assess learner progress during the learning process. Ensure technical support and ease of use. You need accessible technical support so that learners can get help if they're having problems, and help them to resolve these problems promptly and reduce their frustration. And you need to have an intuitive user interface that is simple and easy to navigate so that the learner can actually put it into practice. When it comes to testing, launching, and improving your course, this is where the rubber meets the road. You want to conduct pilot runs and gather feedback. You start with a small scale course testing. You move into the area of collecting learner feedback. You ask the questions about content, technology, user experience, and then you refine whatever needs to be refined before you launch. And then when you're ready to launch the course, you need to bring in your marketing, and you want to target it to the people you want to reach, and you want to communicate the value to them. You know, you've got your customer segments, now you've got your value propositions. You need to communicate the unique features of your course and the benefits to your learners to take your course, rather than all the many others that are being offered. Monitor your learner progress and continuous improvement. You want to track it. You want to have the tools to track it. You need to gather your feedback, collect it, analyze it, pay attention to it. You need to be constantly updating your teaching methods, adapting as you learn. And then in conclusion, and this is a short webinar, it's just an introduction, but we're happy to coach you through these things. We're happy to walk with you, to provide mentoring, and you'll see in the links ways to connect with us. In conclusion, you have clear learning objectives, defining these and learning from them, from the feedback that you get. Defining clear learning objectives guides the course structure and learner outcomes effectively. Thoughtful course design enhances usability and engagement for a better learning experience. Engaging learning experience, engaging activities and multimedia keep your learners motivated and involved throughout the course. And then ongoing course refinement. As you evaluate and update, you ensure the course remains relevant and effective over time. So if there are any questions, add them to the comments. We'll pay attention. We'll try to answer them. Send us notes. Get in touch with us in the many ways we have available to you. Think about what your course is going to be and let us know how it's going. And if we can help you promote it and recommend it, that would be our honor, assuming it's a good course and assuming that it's valuable to people. Okay, we'll see you next time. And for those of you who are watching live through drop-in mentoring, we're glad you're here. And we'll see you when we gather again. For those of you who are on the stream, thank you for being a part of that. For those of you watching this delayed on YouTube, contact me at calendly.com/Coach Tom Sims. And I spell Tom Sims, Tomsims. Or you can request a free coach, a free mentor for the things that SCORE offers, which is basically how to write your business plan at score.org. And then you find a mentor and you request a mentor. If you need more in-depth coaching or more on the consulting, there are many opportunities for finding that too. But